your girl Aislinn. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I hope that you guys enjoy this video enough to subscribe and stay. But I'm typically known for doing try on hauls, but I'm switching it up. We're going back to the lifestyle, fitness, vlogs, beauty, all of that jazz. I've honestly been wanting to get back into YouTube, but to switch up my content a little bit. So here we are. If you clicked on this video, hello, welcome. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you like me, of course, I hope that you do. And if you don't, that's okay. Different strokes for different folks, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna get into this tutorial. This is like my easy go-to makeup look when I know that I have to look bomb, but like I don't really want to take a long time. I haven't done a makeup video on here in probably like 5 years, so bear with me, but I hope that you guys like it, and let's get into it. Starting off, prep your skin. I've already done my skin prep, but at least put moisturizer on your face, people, at least. Skin prep is the key to good makeup, flawless makeup. I feel like I have a hair. Oh, I do. So I'm gonna start off doing my eyebrows. Some people like to do theirs last, some people don't. Some people don't do them at all. I have to do mine because I'm on my brow journey. Mine are growing in a lot and I'm not plucking them because when I was in high school, I plucked all my eyebrows out until basically the entire eyebrow was as thin as the end here. So I don't have any hair anymore and it's tragic. We're growing it back, okay people? Anyway, bear with me there. But I'm gonna be using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and this is in the shade Brunette. I actually really like this, and this has been lasting me so freaking long. Like, such a good pen, and I use it for a lot of things in my makeup. So definitely recommend, and it's drugstore, so super affordable. Basically, I just go in at the ends where I don't have any hair, and I just use like really light pressure. You can already see just kind of like mimicking hair strokes. I also don't know why I'm nervous for filming this right now. The thing that I love about makeup is like, if you don't have an eyebrow, you can literally just draw one on, you know? It's so great. Look at the difference. I like to do a couple little strokes in the front, nothing crazy. So now, before I do anything else, what I've been doing lately, and it's kind of weird, but like I take the exact same brow pen and I do my eyeliner before I do anything else. Also, right now I have a lash lift and tint, so that's why my lashes look insane. There's literally nothing on them, like no mascara, nothing, but you're gonna kind of line it up with the end of your nose, the end of your eye, like almost on an angle. I like to just flick it out just a little bit. And then I do the exact same thing on the other eye, because for me, it's so much easier to match a line that I've just done than to do a whole wing and then try to do the other one to match it, if that makes sense. At least like it's fresh in my memory, like, okay, I kind of just flicked it like this, you know? 3/4 of the way. You're gonna kind of take it right to the end of where the outer circle of your eye is, and then stop it there, and then just kind of fill it in. And as you fill it in, you can add a little bit more. I also do this with my eyes open, because when you close your eye, it's gonna look completely different. It's really hard to do your liner with your eyes closed. So make sure that you try to do it with your eyes open. I know it's a little weird. I know it's a little strange. It can be a little hard at times. But once you get used to it, I'm telling you, your eyeliner will start turning out 10 times better because you already know what it's gonna look like when your eyes open because you did it with your eye open, you know? The best thing about doing your liner before you do anything else is that if you make a mistake, you can easily clean it up and you don't mess up any of your other makeup tricks with A's, you know what I'm saying? I really love how it's brown because it's not as harsh, and because I have blue eyes, I feel like the brown just complements it really well. This has been a staple in my routine for months now. Obsessed with it. 9 times out of 10, if you see me, I am wearing this. This is the EltaMD UV Daily Tinted Sunscreen. This is amazing. It has SPF 40. It is so freaking bomb. I honestly don't even need a lot. You see how it just like melts into the skin? Back in the day, I used to hate wearing sunscreen because all I wanted to do was be tan. And I just thought it wasn't cool. But let me tell you, wearing sunscreen is cool, people, okay? It's cool. The reason that I love this one is honestly because every time I wear it, I get compliments on my skin. It makes my skin look so glowy, so flawless. I'll usually just wear this with a little bit of brow gel, some lip gloss, and maybe like a little lip liner and be on my way. And everyone's like, oh my God, your skin is so beautiful. Girl, it's this. It's the freaking EltaMD. It's so good. Everything that I use today, by the way, will be linked in my description down below. I do collect some commissions on any Amazon links that you see down below, as well as if I have anything linked in my LTK. Nothing in this video is sponsored, by the way. These are all my own opinions on every single product that I use, honestly, daily, but I literally love every single thing. I've been using this Haus concealer, and when I tell you, this is so nice. It's so creamy. It just blends into my skin so beautifully. It's thick, but without being super heavy and cakey. And I just like to wear this on its own, to be honest. The way I haven't even been putting on foundation lately because this is so nice. I'm just gonna put it basically everywhere that you would highlight if you were wearing foundation, and that's it. So weird because I can do this routine in like 20 minutes max if I want it to look like perfect. But for some reason with you guys, I feel like so nervous because I'm just so out of my element right now, which is crazy because I literally was a professional makeup artist for 5 years. I worked at Sephora. I started my channel doing makeup tutorials, and now I just feel like so out of my element. It's so weird. So please give me some grace. But anyway, I'm actually just gonna blend out everywhere except for under the inner corner of my eye. But I've been using this Hourglass concealer brush, and I'm doing this in real time just so you guys can see how quickly and beautifully this brush blends out the concealer. Look at that. For this being such a small little brush, I just feel like it works so quickly. This concealer just melts into your skin like butter. It looks natural on the skin, but it's full coverage. 10 out of 10. I'm also gonna be working on my lighting and my filming setup and everything. Just right now it's hard because I am gonna be moving in like less than 2 months to a different country. So I have to sell everything that I own. So I don't wanna buy anything or do anything before I leave because I can't even bring it anyway. So if any of my YouTube girlies are watching this, have any recommendations for like monitors, cameras, lighting equipment, please let me know. Please comment down below because that's a process for me right now. I just like to bring this up almost where you would put highlighter just to carve out that eyeliner and also just bring a little bit of like lifting to this part of my face. And on my nose, I basically just reverse contour. I try to keep the concealer anywhere that I would highlight and leave the edges of my nose with nothing on them. The next thing I'm gonna jump into is blush. And sorry, this is like very reflective. The Patrick Ta For Face cream and powder duos. These are so good when I tell you. I have been using this every single day since I got it. I hit pan and I'm really sad about it because these are pretty pricey. Worth it though. I will say they are worth it. I just feel like they're so creamy. They blend so easily. There's so much pigment without like being patchy. Oh, it's just beautiful. And you can use just the powder, just the cream, or both together, and every time it really slaps. This is in the shade She's Blushing. It's right, I am blushing. Literally, I'm just gonna go basically where my eyeliner starts here and just tap it going upwards. I want this to have quite a bit of pigment, so I'm holding the brush pretty close to the end. If you want less pigment in your product, hold the brush a little bit further away because you apply less pressure that way. Like you can see how effortlessly it just like goes onto the skin. I like to put a little on the nose as well. Sticking with cream products, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer, and this is in the shade 2 Medium. This thing is huge, but as you can see, I'm showing you disgusting products because they're well loved. I use this. It is so good. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I'm gonna be using the smaller side, and I just take a little bit. So this brush is on an angle, and I like to angle it up toward my face. Can you see what I'm talking about? So that it fits into the groove here, and I can just pull it up. Don't want to go too low because that makes my face look wider. You know how they say like make a fishy face? My hollow would be here, and that would just drag my face down, whereas I want to lift it, so I want to go above that, almost at my ear. And then we're just going to take what's left on the brush and buff it into our forehead. When I tell you a little goes a long way with this product, we're going to put a little under the jawline and blend it down. You can just see how it defines it slightly. You can also bring it up here a little bit, but it just creates like a natural shadow. Last but not least, we're gonna do my nose, which I don't do too much contour on my nose, so I'm gonna take the same brush, but I'm only gonna put it right on the end here, just like that, like ever so slightly. And then I'm gonna go directly on the side, just like that. Now, the closer you bring these two lines, the smaller the bridge of your nose is gonna look. So you can already see that's the focal point right there, is that little highlight mark. And then I just like to take it and bring it up to my brow. I'm almost just like stamping it, place and like just wiggle. Okay, so now it's time to blend out the under eye concealer, and we're going in with the same brush. I like to start on the edges and just pat it in, bringing it up onto the sides of my nose. And then when I get to the inner corner, I'm basically just pressing it. Like I'm lightly tapping. I'm not really moving the product. And then I'm gonna take whatever's left over and just place it on the inner corner of my eyelid, lightly blending it into the center and up onto the brow bone. I'm gonna take the Hourglass bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light. And it's so nice. It just melts into your skin like that, but gives you like this, the most gorgeous sheen, but like beautiful bronze color. And I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario F1 brush on the bigger side. And I just like tap into that like 3 or 4 times. And then I'm just going to press it in to not disturb any of the cream product underneath. And then same thing on the forehead. Go over the entire forehead just so it's a little bit more like a seamless blend. Jawline, as well as onto the neck because I haven't been tanning since I got my injections. And then I flip it around and use the smaller brush onto my nose And then this is where I kind of take it up into the brow. In the outer corner, up into the crease, very lightly. You can just see the difference. It looks like you did eyeshadow, but you didn't. Underneath the bottom lip, just to create a little bit more of like a shadow. Tiny little bit on the tip of the nose there. Boom. Then we're going in with the powder blush in the exact same duo that we used earlier. Literally 1 dot. Okay, I'm telling you, 1 dot is all you need. I don't even know the name of this brush. This is a Sephora 70 Pro Contour brush, I think. I've had this for so long, it's like basically worn off, but look at that. And it just, so much pigment. It's so beautiful. I love this color. When I don't really have anything on the other side of the brush, I'm just gonna lightly buff that line out ever so slightly. Just wanna like dissolve the edges a little bit so they don't look as harsh. We're actually almost done. I don't know how people don't use setting powder and expect their makeup to last. Like if you're not using setting powder because you want a glowy look, okay, fine, but it's definitely not for longevity. Because me, somebody who does my makeup early in the day and then has to wear it like all night for work until like 4 or 5 in the morning and make it look good, especially for photos, you need powder. Like you're just gonna look like an oil slick if you don't, and then you're gonna have all this smudging, all this creasing. Like naturally your body is just gonna produce more oils, so you need powder if you want your makeup to last. I'm actually almost out of this, so that just goes to show you how much I love this. I can't even tell you how many of these I've been through, probably like 6 or 7. The Hourglass Veil Setting Powder is probably my favorite powder on this earth. It's so amazing. It doesn't have talc in it, no flashback in your photos. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, and me, because I'm dry, I just find like it just makes my makeup look so nice without looking cakey or heavy. I usually go in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This one is from Morphe. This is the M441 brush. You can use any natural bristle fluffy eyeshadow brush for this, to be honest. You can also just use a puff. I personally find like this just helps me get right underneath there without packing on too much product and disturbing what's underneath. I really like doing this for underneath my eyes. Just helps me really get in the nooks and crannies. And then I also like to use it to set my eyelid, almost as if I use like an actual eyeshadow. Because we use that concealer only right here and now we're setting it, it literally looks like we did eyeshadow. Typically, I would use more than that, but I'm actually running out, so I need to go buy a new powder. Let me know if you guys think I should repurchase this one or if you think I should try out another one. I've been wanting to try the Huda Beauty one because everybody says that one is amazing. I don't know, I feel like I might give it a go, and if I don't like it, I can always exchange it for this one. I would set my nose, I would set here, I would set here as well with this, but I need it to last like a couple more days. Now, this one from Sephora collection is actually so freaking good. I am obsessed with it. It's a Sephora collection Microsmooth powder in the shade 25 beige light yellow. It's so bomb. I honestly want to get it in a couple different colors. I want to get it in like a more neutral one, I think, as well as like a really dark one for bronzing, because I feel like that would just be stunning. This has been my tried and true for legit like 7 years now at this point, and I'm gonna show you why. Don't ask me what this brush is because I literally couldn't tell you. I've had this brush for like 10 years. Honest to God. You're gonna see, look at that. I'm gonna do one side of my face. You guys can see the difference. I basically just go over my entire face and I kind of go over the edges of where I put the bronzer and the blush. Look at the difference. It's so smooth, but it doesn't look like I put 10 pounds of powder on. And then you have this, gorgeous still, but like, look at that. It looks airbrushed. To me, this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. I don't know, I love it. It's super affordable as well. Bomb, 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 bomb. I actually take this or any translucent powder or anything and just put it over my lips. I'm gonna just go in with my lip liner because now I feel like a bald baby. And as you can see, this is my lip liner. It's clearly well loved. This is the Makeup Forever lip liner in 606 Forever Walnut. These are amazing because you can actually use these on your cheeks, your lips, your eyes, whatever you want. This shade in particular has been my go-to for years. And the amount of questions I get on my lip combo, ridiculous. Personally, I always overline my lips, but you definitely don't have to. I just like the way it looks on me. And then I will take a little bit and blend it up about halfway onto my lip. I just feel like it creates like a really nice ombre effect and blended effect after I put the gloss on. So. And then for the top lip, I always start with the Cupid's bow and overline it ever so slightly. I like my Cupid's bow to look a little bit more rounded rather than pointed, but once again, personal preference. And you can see how right now it looks really weird, like it's giving Queen of Hearts lips. I like that, okay? I like a really pouty, like narrow lip. So what I do is instead of connecting it outward like this, I'll kind of just go from the very tip of my smile, like the corner, and just make a straight line to connect them. I recently just got my filler kind of dissolved on my top lip because I felt like it was migraining a little bit. I think that was like the best thing I could have done. I have been loving the way my lips have looked lately, so I recently just got this one and I'm obsessed with it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed Flawless Setting Spray. I like the way it sprays as well, and I feel like the way it dries down is just so pretty. I don't know, I love it. I always do this step before putting on mascara because if you do that after you put on mascara, you can get some little transfer lines, okay? Actually, the past few times I've done my makeup, because I got the lash lift and tint, I haven't even been using mascara, so that's been really nice. I think I'm just gonna brush out my lashes. Now I'm gonna take whatever was left on my little powder brush from doing my under eyes earlier, and I just like to lightly go over my lip liner just because I find it helps it last longer and transfer less. I also have big ass nostrils, so powder and stuff gets caught up in there into the little hairs and it just looks like, so I have to clean that out. Lately, I've also been adding little beauty marks back into my skin because I do naturally have a bunch of them on my face, but I always cover them up because before I was kind of insecure about them, but I feel like they've been kind of coming back in style. I've been taking that same NYX brow pencil and just kind of going in where my natural ones already are. Like you can see right there, I have one slightly peeking through. So I just kind of bring it back to life. It might look a little bit crazy right now, but you'll see what I do after. I also have like a little Monroe one, which used to be the one I was most insecure about, but now everybody's just drawing theirs on. So I'm like, okay, amazing. Cute. I also do have one kind of in the middle of my forehead, and then I feel like I need one on this cheek, so I have this tiny little pimple right here that I'm not really digging, so we're gonna turn it into a beauty mark. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna kind of let that dry for a second. And then you can either take your finger or a brush. I'm just gonna take my finger and like press over the spot just to kind of like mute it a little bit. So you see like it's there, but it's not like super there. I am gonna take a little bit more of the Sephora powder on my little dirty ass puff. Press that into my under eye for a little bit more brightness and also a little bit more longevity. I literally love this look. I think it's adorable. Next, we're just gonna do the gloss, and I've been using the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade 001. It's just the prettiest pink. The only thing I don't like about this is the applicator is so small. It makes you have to dip into the product so many times, which I don't really like. But I love the way these smell and feel on the lips. It's the prettiest nudie baby pink ever. So cute. So that is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed and you found it easy to kind of get ready with me and follow along for this tutorial. And I hope that some of these tips will help you with your makeup journey and inspire you to try new products. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give me a like. And if you guys like me, make sure you give me a follow and join the family. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my videos when they go live. I love you. That's it. That's all. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.